Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. It's Wednesday evening, day 11 of our Beaver Fest. And now we're going to continue the game we had last night. Hopefully, at some point, they're going to get that primary thing built for us, and then we can move on with our lives. How about that, right? Because we need them to build the thing, right? They're building that main thing, and they're just taking their own sweet time about doing it. I mean, yeah, I know it takes 2,000 on like everything, but I don't know why I have 2 contaminated beavers. I don't know what he got into. There's one, there's one. There's no bad water over there for them to run through. Maybe they got contaminated when that thing ended. Alright, let's get everything going. Bump the speed up. Alright, let's see. What are they working on? Let's see, what's up here? We put 2 things up here. We have 10 in there and 2 up here. We have our beaver limiter set for 100%, so that's hit 100% on the biofuel. We're hitting 93%. We're looking to make 56. We currently have 52. This experiment failed because it's pushing 4 and 5. This one's pushing 2 and 6. Depends on what part of the map you're looking at. So this is the curious part here. Won't tell me. So we have 3 there. A water source of 3. This is a water source of 4. Whee! This one's a water source of 3 as well. Oh, there was an update today. So what they do? They cleaned up some, or they worked on the waves again, toned them down, I guess, again a little bit, because it's still a lot of sloshing when you close things. They can slosh real bad, so they've made some more tweaks to that. So what I was thinking about is, now I know this one's 3 wide, but they narrow it down to 2. So I wonder if we build a flow gauge here. And then we'll build another one, say, here. Let's see what the flows look like, because this one is not restricted, right? I was twirling it and nothing was happening. So this one's 3. It doesn't narrow to 2 anywhere. It basically stays 3. And it widens down here. So I want to see... Can you get up there? I mean, it doesn't... I don't think it takes so much to build one of these. Huh? Mounds of dirt. No biofuel. So that's a current of 5. I think I could put dirt out there, right? No. Can't overhang dirt on blocks. So let's do this since it's not doing anything anyway. This will cause it to go faster for a little bit, but not much. That's what I want to do, if it will let me. It's that. Essentially, that should plug that up. You know what else I'm going to do? Betcha. Let's go ahead and do it here too. I don't think it'll do anything, but it'll look prettier. There we go. All right, let's go see how this is progressing. Well, they're about halfway. Well, they're staying ahead of it with gears and metal blocks. It's still the treated planks are the problem, or where one of the bottlenecks is. Put a hauler out here. It's over here, yeah. Now let's do... What am I looking for there? Jeez. Aw. Trying to think of a good way. This is going to be to put getting up there. Hold on a second, we'll start building on it. Just in case I want to go do something else there. Yeah. Yeah, well, it'll be alright. It'll be okay. Where's the one that's missing one? Right here. Hauling post, a short one. And a smelter. Smelter, I hardly knew her. Smelter all the way from here. Oh, that thing. Okay. I'm like, I thought it was this. But you can't do split staircase. I gotta finish building that. Wow, he was fast. Almost? Gotta be almost. Yeah, there we go. Almost got enough metal blocks. Well, they do that housing up in there like immediately, like getting giggity. See how we doing on food here? Roasted chestnuts, potatoes, spatterdock, bread, crackers, maple stuff. Let's see. Campfires, rooftop terraces, contemplation spots. I swear to God, with those contemplation spots, I'm gonna freaking kill somebody. Roofs. Campfire and rooftop terraces. They finished this yet? No. Interesting. I mean, we got plenty of dirt. Yep. It's interesting, it wants to build this one first before it builds that one. I haven't left anything unexploded, have I? Because you know that's the fun part. Exploding. Let's see. Where's roughly the middle of that? Where are those stupid trees? Not too far, I guarantee you that. Now are you too far? No. Let's see, the middle is roughly right about there. Maybe over that way a little. Yeah. Might as well green this area up. See that or blow it up. Just wipe it all out with dynamite. That's something that could be done too. Come all that way to get a drink. Not building my things. Why not? Doesn't say you can't reach it. Don't know why. We have plenty of dirt, yeah. Maybe it doesn't like to build in waterfalls, I guess. Did I turn this back down? Yeah. Here we go. Let's see, should we do dirt or should we do levees? Let's do dirt. And we'll put a pump. Should we go up one more? I feel like going up at least one more. There we go. Now let's put a pump in there. Oh, he's out of gas. Oh, and he's out of gas. Two of them are out of gas. Plenty of gas, though. We have plenty of gas. Now, the question is why is it building that, but will not build this? I mean, I don't understand. I don't know what's going on there with that. That guy came in and just started wailing. Go. Interesting. They love to build the platforms more than they do anything else. It's like dirt blocks are their enemy. See what I mean? They would build anything other than dirt. Even if I went over here and I paused this, there's technically only this thing and these blocks. It's all there is to build. Of course, I'm flooding a few things. That thing over there is set to such a high, this thing over here is set to such a high priority, to max level priority, and it's still just not doing it. See how long this drought is. Maybe what we'll do is we'll try this. That's not what I wanted to do. I'm curious. I want to see if we change it back to what it was. I'm curious to see if they will build these blocks without all the other ones hanging off of them. Okay. See what happens now. So now it's waiting on this one to finish. Oh, apparently it was just hung on doing that. We got one more to put in there. Yep, pressurize the water underneath here. Turn that off for a minute. I'm curious. If I pull that one out, it won't let me. I was waiting to see if it would let me pull that, delete one of those and put it back, but it won't let me. Seven days of drought. let's do... Let's do some explosives across there. Keeping this topped up. No, too far. Okay. That's already down below usable depth. Let's pause that. Think we have any other building projects going on out here, do we? Building's unstaffed. Why is it unstaffed? Guess it was him. You guys are being slow on making these bots. My quest, so... There's a working speed of 65. And he has a working speed of that. Now, why does it take him, or take these guys 36 hours, and it took the other guys 18? No, it's the same. Okay. Just a chance of injury is increased. Yeah, I wish I could copy all that. There is no copy function. The windmills, watch out! They might be killing all the birds. Oh, I don't see any dead birds. So that's something. No dead birds. Catalysts and punch cards, huh? I did not know. Wait, where is... Catalyst? What makes catalyst? So if we flip one of these refineries to catalyst, set it to none, they may start making catalyst. Waiting on maple syrup. Do we not have any maple syrup? Apparently not. Does not appear that we have any. Is pine resin for some reason. No maple syrup. Nope. Let's do this. Okay. Two days to go. Pine resin, that's that. There is pine resin there. He can't get over there. He's gonna put some on that wall there, but he can't reach that, so. There. You should be making punch cards. This one doesn't have any maple syrup, so he's not going to make anything, so let's go back to making biofuel for now. And we'll put it on the fuel memory. It's making paper. Nope. Wondering if we should put a logger out here. Out this way. 1.5 days. Be done. 1.5 days to go. Plenty of water there. Not a lot of water left there. Let's just drain that rest of the way. Just make that a little deeper. We doing on water 598. And we got 50,000 science. Somebody definitely put some artwork time into this. Almost to making maple syrup. Getting there. You know, when you're going around your house and you're like, what does this breaker do? What does this turn off? I had one of those moments earlier today. Trying to track down what a breaker does, because I had used all the labeling in this house was horrible when we moved in. And when we got the breaker panel updated, I went around the house with one of the finder tools to try and label them all. But the things are not 100% accurate. They just have a little bit of a false positive ability to them. Because wires will cross over other wires, and that can cause it to be inaccurate, we'll say. And I think that's what happened with one of them, because I usually checked on when I found them all. I checked them to make sure, yep, that's what it turned off, but it just seemed that few of them there's a couple of them that either when I typed out the sheet that labeled them, I had them labeled wrong, or down wrong, or something, because hey, bad tide's over, yay. Because I had some that were labeled out, the outlets that didn't do anything, bathroom outlets, yeah, it just didn't, something didn't happen. And when you can't, when you're like messing with these things and you're like, oh, I can't figure out which one it is, the thing I like to do is you just leave that breaker off. Until you're like, because at some point you're going to figure out which one it is, right? that's what's going to happen. At some point, you're going to be like, if you leave it off, you'll be going around the house going, huh, why will the lights in this room not turn on? Why do none of the outlets? And there you go. That's how you find it. And that's what I did, because there was one on the panel that I was like, this is not what this is turning off, because I had to change an outlet because we painted a room and the outlet was this old tan color that did not go with any other outlet in the room, which they were all white. And so I'm going to swap it out. So I went and flipped the breaker off and it was still on, because rule is, even you turn the breaker off, double check that breaker, right? If you have a light, plug in the light. If you have a tester, voltage tester, test it with the voltage tester, that sort of thing. And that's what I did, and yeah, it was still hot, and so we went on the hunt for it, and then I couldn't figure out what that breaker actually hooked to, so I just left it off. And then I realized as I was walking through a room, like, man, there's none of the stuff plugged in this room is on. Not in this room, it's in my dining room. And I'm like, oh, I bet that's that breaker. So I went and wrote it on the piece of paper, flipped the breaker on, went back up, look, yeah, everything in the dining room suddenly turned on. It's one of those aha moments. Now the other thing I have is I have an outlet on the wall over here, in the corner over here, that's hooked to I don't know what. I turn off the outlets in this room, and that outlet stays on. I turned off what I thought was that outlet, and it still stayed on. So I'm going to have to get out the tester and see if I can find it again. See if I can find that specific outlet, because I am not sure what it could be that's that has triggered what is on that outlet, because this part of the house that I'm in, including the garages and stuff, are not part of the original house. They were added on like 10 years after it was built. And so that wall where that outlet used to be an exterior wall. Used to be an outside wall of the house. And so I thought, oh, well, it's got to be the outlets, because there's outlets. This house was built at new enough that they put outlets outside. Not like our old house, which was originally knob and tube and then upgraded 3 or 4 different times. And it didn't have any outlets outside. This one was built when it was required to have an outlet basically on each end of the house, I think, or a couple of places near doors or something. I don't remember what the rule is for it. But I thought maybe it was tied to that. No, it didn't. None of the outlets out here are tied into that, so it's going to end up being another one of those Sunday afternoons of going around flipping breakers, I'll get the tester out and plug it in and see if I can find it that way first. Replant, he should be replanting that, right? Oh, I hate it when they do this. It's marked for cutting. Yeah, so he won't go near it because it's marked for cutting. So if I unmark it, see if that will inspire him to go. Yeah, now he's going to go remove it because the cutter dude wasn't cutting it. Yeah. And then I'll turn it back on. I'll just flip it back to one of these. Like a hodgepodge mix of stuff here. Taking him a while to replant that thing. Now, how did I plant trees out here? Was the water deeper? Is that what it is? And still no faster. Buildings need water. Oh, these. Oh, wait. There you go. How about that? Yeah, current ain't flowing for garbage. Up here, half a meter up here, half a meter down there, so at least it's consistent, I guess. If I was to build anything on there, like bring this up a layer, I would have to put platforms on here. Yeah, they will just build from 800 miles away. Perfect drop. Sure, there's a contest that they could be involved with. That could win them some money. Alright, let's see now. If so, in theory, what I could do is I could set up, I could knock all this up here down, right? Knock it down, take this wall out, put in floodgates. Put floodgates here, and then do bad water sensors. Bad water comes, these close, these open, and then I have a channel that just leads it right off the map. But I don't feel like doing that right now. Oh, you bum. Interesting. Okay. I mean, that would be an option if we were not just waiting on something to finish over here. Yeah, greened it all up except for that little bitty corner over there. Ah, funny. Yeah, they break down. Maintaining 55 though. Do we have any maple syrup yet? Pine resin. Still no maple syrup. These are all oaks anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Oops. Being crazy. Oh. don't think that'll get up there. Come on, DD. I heard you in there getting all crazy. He did. He did. I heard you. Can we just get rid of that one too? Love to blow stuff up. Yep, miss this corner and that corner. Okay. Autosave got me on that one. Alright, yeah, getting rid of those that little bit helped it. Should blow up that one, that one. Yeah, still same slow ass flow. Is there any place else like anything else left to blow up? You don't think so? We doing on here? And we're basically just now just waiting for him to finish this, right? And to get enough maple syrup to do something with. Other than make pastries. There's no power. Nope. No water wheel bigger than the water wheel we already have, right? Right. These are going to say, hey, too far away. No, no, not saying that at all. Good. About over here. Nope. You can build on top of that. The hauling post is full. Let's see. Builders. Hauler. Builders. Builders. It's pretty. Put some lights on it. Yeah, there's black bad water right there. I know I built this. I don't know what I'm doing with it. I built it just to be building it. Let's see if they can get that done. They're gonna haul those off. Start that back up. Each cards, books. Still 36 hours. Bleh. Man, you gotta finish that. Think about putting out another worker's hat. Trim the hauling post down. Build another set of builders. That guy, where's he going? He just decided he was going to go this way at high speed. He went over there, went up the stairs, went over to that path and over that way instead of just going back the same way everybody else does. Okay. Those are all the way up. Alright, so let's go ahead. I'll make this one humans. Built. This is a long list of stuff here. And that's maples. Birch pine. Any of those marked for cutting? Why are these birch not marked for cutting? That's weird. What are we doing on pine resin? Get plenty of that. Maple syrup we're hurting on at the moment. Yeah. Because they take so freaking long to grow. And then as soon as they grow, we get a bad tide or something and they all stunt. Just you put like, be like maple, pine, oak. Let's speed it up even more. Let's see, now a forester. Yeah. Requires 4 blocks. 4 squares. And then let's see. Actually, let's get rid of all that stuff. I wonder if we did. Let's see. Now, let's see what it looks like. Forester. Uh, no, huh? You know, pause. Stop bringing stuff. I don't know why I made the road like that. Plant trees, let's see, let's do pine trees over here. And then we'll do maples out here. Not you, you. And then we're gonna put dang it. There we go. And we're gonna put one of those there. But you could go help them. There we go. But you can't put more than one person in there. And yet another bad tide. It's tough. So many bad tides. I know there's a setting you can go in and you can turn all of that off. And I think it might be interesting just one time, just turn off bad tides, turn off droughts, and then see how far you can get when you're not fighting bad tides and droughts. Because I'm on cycle 31. You know, whereas other people are like, cycle 5, and I have built the big thing, and I'm just going to keep going. And I'm sitting there going, how did you do that? TV. Every time. What are you looking for? Maple syrup. Oh my god. Nothing. Nothing. Nope. You can't help at all, can you, Mr. Forster over there? What if I even put a stair right there for you? Could you help that? You could help that a little bit, I guess. He's helping. Doing his part? Maybe. Maybe. He will keep this little corner planted, I guarantee it. Except for today. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow he'll get it planted. Bad times are coming. Without those. Where's that? There it is. Okay, there goes the bad tie detector went off. Eight days? You gotta be kidding me with that. Really hoping for that to be done tonight. Just getting there. I mean, we're at 15, we're almost there, 80%. It's treated planks and gears, huh? Even if you put an impermeable floor over the top of that, it will still evaporate. Evaporation only, there's no evaporation in water tanks. I think I have a couple. You have a couple of the big ones and a bunch of little, pardon me, hiccups. Let's see. Just it all dies. That seems to be the problem. Dead in 10 days. Watered somehow. Dead in 10 days. Birch are 11 days. These are full of chestnuts. It's supposed to be logs. Getting there. Just like randomly, diagonally patterns all that. Days. Somebody died of old age. Time to make that final push. I mean, we have 65,000. Don't think we need more science. Science we have over here will keep us afloat, I think. Barely supplying enough. But somehow it's doing it. Oh, you're almost done with the gears. We have 10 people on standby. Probably a few more people we can swap out here and there. And that one's done. Gears are done. Now we're up to treated. The last thing to go, treated planks. We don't have any on hand at the moment. We need 40 more. You should be pulling them out of the factories as soon as they make them. So the pine resin trees every 7 days makes 2 pine resin. Every 12 days this one makes 3 maple syrup. Interesting. 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 There we go. Get that R in there. 1976. Not a bad year. I was 6. Told you, as soon as they make a treated plank, somebody's running, grabbing it, and bringing it. Ooh, that is almost out of water there. Don't know where all that water is going. I'm assuming they're putting it into these dudes. Glomer. Glomer. What are we doing here? I mean, we have a lot of places making treated planks. We only have 4 pine resin. That's what the big holdup's going to be, is getting getting enough resin for all this, I guess. Because I think while these are in drought, they will not produce any resin. Yeah, that's why dudes are just sitting there twiddling their thumbs. Hoping to get this done in the next half hour. Just fill this back up. It's bone dry now, huh? We could turn these fluid dumps off. Maybe they'll stop eating all our fluids. 2 days to go. Won't see me riding the carousel. Nobody's riding the carousel. What's up with that? Oh, they must be working. Well, there they are in the little agora having whatever they have in there. Alright, we're at 2,000. Now they're just waiting for them to finish banging on it with the hammers. See them bots in there doing their thing. That one's using his whole head right there. Him too. Jeez. No wonder he didn't last. Apparently it takes them a while, I guess. That one's fine. This one's already open. Yep. Half a day. Half a day. Tacos tomorrow. Should be fun. Grandkids will be here. Taco time. Well, let's see if we got water to make mud. These have grown up and they're working on their resin. Same thing, resin would be such a bottleneck. You know, apparently treated planks for everything, so. Here it is. I'm just going to start filling that back up. Which means it'll start watering some more of this stuff. And maybe these stupid maple trees will grow? There comes that water. And it's done. What does it need? Extract and paper. Who's making extract? Who makes extract? It's not you. You make explosives. Extract. This guy. Centrifuge. What is inputs? Outputs 1, inputs 142. Don't know what that means. I know it needs power. We're working on it. Let's see, centrifuge. No. This one. Nope. Gonna have it all done by the time I get around to making a thing for it. Nope, can't put it there. And you can put it there and build a platform for it, but I'm not gonna do that. Let's do... put it right there. Because we do organic building. Which means we just put stuff wherever it'll fit. Wherever it'll fit. That's what we do. Alright. Now we need to find some people to do this work. Cut that down. We only have 2 hauling posts, right? Paper and extract. Paper and extract. Wait, it's not... Didn't give me no, Interesting. It's built. And apparently I'm not impressing anybody with it. Who would have thought, right? So now we're friggin' going crazy with everything. All the industry we built. For that. Paper. Well, we have two things making paper. Let's say pause, 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 paper needs logs. Just logs. What's up, Didi? Just keep to say hi. It requires planks, so let's pause that one too. Pause that one. You're making books. Pause that. There we go. Yeah, two things doing bad water now. Where is my bad water on this list? Apparently cannot see it. Oh, it's this number, duh. Oh, must be too close. It seems like two of them are keeping up, so just let that go for now. Well, halfway there. Oh, wrong button. They're flying around. I'm gonna just sever that connection and put it there instead. Don't think we're gonna do that. Because I don't think we could put a pylon up there. Uh-oh. That one. Can't do that one. And if it's basically line of sight, it gets there. There's too much stuff in the way. I was going to try and make it easier on them, but... Lanterns, huh? Lanterns and roofs. That's funny. Well, we get plenty of paper. See if anybody's happy now that they have roofs. Yeah. Went up. Almost. Extract. Guys are cranking it out, but just taking its own sweet time, apparently. It went down, folks. Scarecrows and lanterns, huh? Again with the scarecrows and lanterns. $400. It's coming down to the wire. Books. 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 I'm gonna be able to launch this thing, I hope, in the next few minutes. Build all that stuff, and the happiness factor went down. Can't imagine what they're not happy about. Bots are doing 99% of the jobs. Make punch cards for his brethren. $50 to go. Comes a draw, of course. $460. We're waiting on bad water. It's Amelia. Amelia, Amelia, Amelia. Yes, I know, Amelia, I know. I know. Stop, stop, stop. He's just crazy little dog. Prioritize those guys. All right, here we go. Let's slow her down and launch. There we go. That's the Steam achievement. And that should be a win condition. I think. Yes. Bam. Win condition. Congratulations, you mastered Folktail's nature-oriented ways and used this map's resources to build the faction's wonder. Having collected great wealth and knowledge, your beavers shared fruits of their labor with the suffering planet. There's still much to do, but Earth may flourish once again. 649 days past 2 years. 511 beavers born. 69,000 units of water. Almost 70,000 units of water drank. Tails painted. It's an interesting stat to put on her. Flexible start unlocked. Trees cut 44,000. Teeth chipped 116. Bots 150. Dynamite detonated 781, baby. Flexible start unlocked. I wonder what that means. I'm assuming that means it'll let me, and this will now let me move where the city center is. Hopefully it lets me do it on other maps other than just this one, but you never know, right? Hey, that was good. All right, yay! Yay! All right, and you know what? That is the perfect time. Wow. Just little balloons of whatever. That is the perfect time to save it. And we're going to call it a night. Right there. Wednesday night, we finished it up. Day 11? Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, follow, and we are going to play a different game starting next week. We might do, I don't know, I haven't decided yet. Might do Riftbreaker, might do Manor Lords, maybe something a little more mainstream. Maybe. We'll find out though. We'll see. Thank you again for watching, and we will catch you next time.